Good morning everyone and welcome to Uni's daily Exo chart update. By the way, not Exo chart, daily update on Bitcoin. We're going to cover a bit of Exo chart, the order flow, see a bit what we're getting right now. And yeah, hope that you're all doing very well. Normally the sound should be working well. Yes, it should be working well normally. By the way, if you have a problem right now with the quality, really just go and you just have to ask the max quality. Normally it should be good. It's because the stream is on low latency, and so when you have this and you have some when you're streaming in 4K, it reduces the quality. I don't know why, but anyways, I mean, yeah. So yeah, you have to put the max quality on the stream to get a good quality today. But anyway, so I'm just gonna pop out the chat here. So perfect. Right here, so I can see the questions and everything. Bam, I'm gonna just increase that a bit more. Perfect. Sorry, just gonna double check the sound is working well. Yeah, good, it's working well. All right, nice. So we are good with this. I'm gonna say that we are starting on Twitter. Daily Bitcoin update starting team. Join now. Perfect. By the way, if you want to go on Twitter and you want to follow an account, really, go and check this out. Go and follow the MOONCHARTS account. Yeah, you'll find everything normally in the description if I'm mistaken. I don't remember, by the way, if you have this in the description, the Twitter. Yeah, you have Twitter in the description, cool. But anyway, so today, yeah, we went into a short target here. Ours in the flat target here is B wave. Okay, as you can see, we went into the B wave here. We got a bit of a front run, but that one is a bit not well placed, I think. But yeah, we got a very small front run of that. Again, it was still possible to short this because of the just by reading the order flow. Clearly here we got some few traffic longs there on the top, so pretty cool. But yeah, of course we're going to update what's next and everything here. So that's why, because we have a front run here, we can still make a new high, for example, such as make a double X or something like this, make a W, X and Y, some kind of stuff like this. To be honest, it's absolutely possible. Yeah, we have to say this. Just 2 seconds. Where it is here. Yeah, cool. Okay, so bam. Okay, no, perfect. So yeah, here, double X, why it's possible to make something bigger, you know, to really reach the target here, the 123 or 127. Now, as always, this is not the only target. Keep in mind that for a flat, we have the 113, for example. That is a stock market retracement that can still play out on the crypto market. So it's still valid, okay? Because the target was really, you know, from the 105 to the 123, 127. Now we've got a rejection of the 113, so we do not need to push hard for that flat. So if we're, for example, in this flat, what we can look for here, okay, is simply if you pull your feet from the A wave root to the A wave bottom to the B wave top right here, this is going to give you the C wave target. So I'm just going to remove that buy zone here because we don't really care for the moment. Bam. So where is this? High time frame target, perfect. So in that case, first target 618. Okay, well, so the first target here, there is a 618. Bam. Then we have the 120 extension. Then we have the 123. Boom. And then we'll have the 1618 maximum target. So this will be all the targets, for example, if you want to bet on this scenario where you're going to open a long, you're going, for example, to take a swing long trade, okay, and you're going to risk maximum with your trade, as always, 2%. You have to get this risk management. You do not need to risk 2%. You can risk maybe 0.5%, 1%, you know, whatever you want. You have to do some, you just have to find what is the quantity. You have to do everything with your capital. But anyway, so this will be your first long target, second long target, third long target, fourth long target, and with all of these longs right here, that is going to form one single long. With this long trade, you're going to risk with the stop loss placed below that low, you're going to risk maximum 2%. Okay, very important. So you do not over trade, you do not bet with too much, you do not lose too much if you take the stop loss. Okay, now as always, there are no financial advices. I'm just saying what we can read on the charts now. Do whatever you want, of course. But anyway, so yeah, these are the C wave targets. You have to go more down. Okay, so 618, 120 extension, 123, 161 point. Now, of course, if we go a bit higher here, bam, you just have to hide this third extension tool, and bam, the third click of the extension tool on the B wave top we're going to make, and then bam is going to hide a bit the target. So bam, the 618 is not a bit below, it's a bit high here. Bam, a bit high. Okay, it's the only thing I have to do next. So. That is the first really real configuration on medium time frame. So that is the first one here. So high time frame one, medium time frame one, by the way. Yep, perfect. Medium time frame one, perfect. Just gonna add this fib also in there so you can see it a bit better. Perfect. don't know what is all of this really. Oh yeah, that was a long trade. Oh yeah, that was a long trade. You know, where we got 3 bounce of that, and then we reversed that into a short trade here because we got some very good data for a short, and already did all this move to the downside. But now we can remove because the waves are not the good one. Medium time frame one. This we can remove. This we can remove. This we can remove. Just trying to clean a bit the chart here because we have too much stuff. I really don't like it. Where are these? Let's take this and add this into a high time frame. Waves. Good. Good. I'm just gonna take this and place it into the medium time frame number 1 because this was a flat. Perfect. So we are good now. Perfect. So yeah, the other so that is the first configuration on low time, on medium time frame here, where we are not done with the wave 2. We are going to make something bigger in the wave 2. Now the other configuration that is really even more. I mean, there are some few stuff here I want to show you. That is the first configuration, so with the ABC flat. The second configuration is we are going to make so we are in the wave 2, and the bottom of the wave 2 is in. Why? We can look for this simply because we went into where we have 73% chance to retrace. So I mean, this is absolutely crazy to be honest. We went between the 50 and 618, 66%. We have 73% chance to retrace. I mean, yeah. That's pretty crazy. That's just perfect. So the wave 2 can absolutely be in. We do not need to make this C wave to the downside. It's possible, but it's not a must. So now, if we, for example, start to push high from here, it can absolutely be here. So a wave, you know, so the wave. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and just one more push to the upside. But there is also another count where this will be a leading with a smaller way of an ending. So to speak, only ABC zigzag. And so in that case, we'll have a full 5 ways here for a leading with a smaller of an ending. Here done. And so in that case, if we have 5 ways here done, we cannot normally we should not drop. It's possible with a rare case, but we should not get a massive drop directly. We have to reach 28,000 minimum for the X wave to be valid, because the X wave had to trade 312. So what we can look for here mainly is another wave 1, another wave 2, and here we go, pump it up. And so 3, 4, 5. As always, keep in mind that this I'm going to change the color so you can understand, but this green 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 can also be an ABC zigzag, and the minimum it have to reach is 28,000, so it can be just a bit above. And so for example, it can be an ending 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then get a drop to get a continuation of the bearish market. Okay, just trap some people because you make everyone bullish because you break down high. Oh my god, it's super bullish, and bam, get a drop, for example. That's something to be aware of. But otherwise, if we take the more, I mean, the most basic stuff, really is an impulsive to the upside. Bam, wave 1, wave 2, 3, or 5, and so as always, what you have to do here is just to place your retracement tool from the, anyway, misclicking down, I'm gonna try again. So bam, from the top to the bottom, from the bottom to the top, it depends on if you reverse your tool. I personally reverse on my tool, so it's this way, but otherwise you do the opposite. And so here, 38.2, bam, first long target for a swing trade, bam, 56.1 here, most common target, and next target here is 786. Okay, these are all the targets clear for the swing. For example, if you want to play with the swing, that can be another swing trade. But as always, if we have to rocket like really crazy next, we're going to do a very small, we have more chance than usual to do a very small wave 2, so to speak, to stop around the 30.2. Now the probabilities are still bigger here, but we have still a bit more than usual to go the probabilities to stop here. Okay, so yeah, just wanted to show you all these scenarios. So here, that's why the order flow is very important. That's how, for example, where is this? That's how, for example, you can take this kind of trades with the top right here, the top right there, with some possible some longs next, all the stuff right here. This is just how you can make your decisions if you have to take the trade or not. You plan the different scenarios and you just trade the reactions of the trade you're going to of the trade you plan clear with the scenario, with the context you're aware of. Okay, so you don't have to go on the order flow and. What a surprise, we're dropping a bit here. We've got 5 millions of 6 millions of almost here of new people longing here on that top. That brings us with a massive absorption there. You can see high, low, high, low, high, 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 high. When you get some kind of divergence like this, these are absorptions, so speak, there are some new market orders coming here on the market. And so yeah, when you have this kind of new market orders coming on the market, but you have some limited order shorts absorbing all these new market order longs coming in, of course next it tank a bit. Is what I was saying to VIPs next before here to record the live stream here. Yeah, that's pretty cool to be honest. Now you have the best, of course, because yeah, I mean, if you go on the 30 minutes here, you can see that the amount of longs we have here. I mean, you know, all the incremental open interest here are new trade openings. So this is this is a delta. The second line here is a table. The delta, when you have a positive delta, it means that you have new longs opening. And when you have a negative delta, it means that you have new short opening. Of course, if you have an increase of the open interest, so increase of the open interest with a positive delta, new longs opening. Increase of the open interest, such as here with a negative delta, new shorts opening. If you have a decrease of the open interest with a positive or negative delta, these are just liquidations, people taking profit, people getting wrecked. Just no new trades real. I mean, there are some new trade opening, but there are more liquidations, more people taking profit, all of this. And so here, what do you have for all this push to the upside? Again, you have a massive, I mean, you have an increase of the open interest here, like a crazy one, and you have a lot, like only positive data. There are just some people longing here, some people longing here. And so, of course, when you have too much people longing, you retrace a bit. Now, of course, I mean, just to show you an example, before here, okay, so you have the top right here, the consolidation. Again, you have the crazy rise here, and then you have the move to the downside, the consolidation. We took the lows yesterday, bam, reclaim a bit. Just before to take the lows here, what do you have here at in this section of the chart? You have exactly the same increase of the open interest for a very long moment, plus some positive delta with a big 5.4 million here. It's not huge on the 30 minutes time frame, but with all the stuff on the right and on the left here, with all the millions, it's fine. It's not huge, to be honest with you, to get 1 million in the 30 minutes candle. But we still have this to be aware of. We have a lot of longs, so we have a lot of longs. The best here will be to take the low, to be honest. I would suck a lot to not take the low here directly. But anyway, just make some more people bullish next. We have a large amount of longs here. We have a lot of longs. We have the stop loss placed below that low, So we just front run the low right here. That's like a bit. So we just reclaim everything, make some more people bullish here. You can see we have almost 4 million of new longs here opening. So we take the highs to make really everyone bullish. So we have even more stop loss now placed below the lows. And so what we do, bam, we just take all the stop loss to wreck all these people. And once you have done this, you get a bit of a bounce. And now again, what do we have? A massive, even bigger amount of longs. So it can play out, these longs can win. But if you want to make money, you have more chance to take the lows here, to be honest with you. This is because it is what we do most of the time. Okay, we just take the, or minimum these lows here, to be honest. But yeah, that would be nice to see a bit low here to take out the stop loss there, because yeah, I mean, you have like 2 millions, 6 millions, 2.2 millions, 4.2 millions, 5.2 million, 3 millions, 5 millions. Wow, this is absolutely crazy. The amount of longs we have on the top is absolutely insane. Yeah, we got absorption on a bit of a lower time frame, but yeah, I mean, I mean, it's absolutely crazy. Like, this insane. The amount of longs we have here, that's absolutely crazy. That I'm not going to close my short trade from the top. I can tell this. If I have to get stop size and entry, I have my stop loss now, a bit of stop profit to make sure. But yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. But anyway. So this is just something to be aware of as a day trader. You have to understand that it's not because we have this that we're going to take the lows. It's just we have more chance to take the lows. Why? Because this is what we see most of the time. Now, of course, this is trading. It's not all the time the same, and we can just rocket from here. And for example, these longs can win. That would be so weird, to be honest with you, to get for the longs to win. But hey, this is trading. It can happen. So now, yeah, the most probable will be to take out these lows minimum. Maybe we're going to get another push up to make some more people bullish. Maybe we take the high once more. We get acceptance a bit high to make even more people bullish. It's really all traded based off the reaction. Really, you have to see once you hit the target what reaction you have. Is it good to take a short or not? For example, here, if the longs push the price higher, because for now the thing is we don't have real absorption on a bigger time frame for these longs, because here we have a high, low, high, high, low, high, and a high, low, high also on the right. So do we have absorption on a bigger time frame? No. So do we have some bigger limits that are absorbing these numeric loans coming here on a bigger time frame perspective? No. So we only have this on a low time frame. So it can play out, but the best will be also to get this on a bigger time frame to reconfirm that. Such as here, for example, we have a high, low, high. Now with all the loans coming here, I have a high and higher high on the right. So we know that we have some limited all the shorts here absorbing these numeric loans coming in. Okay. But anyway, we already got it on the low time frame, so it's pretty cool, to be honest. But yeah, so these are all the waves clearly we have to be aware of on the medium time frame. Now the thing is, just gonna go on the lower time frame really quickly. Just gonna add this as a height medium time frame here, number 2. Perfect. Oops. Good. Bam, bam, bam. Here, nice. So the thing is now, what do we have to the upside? Okay, I mean to the downside here we have a possible 5 waves, so here we have a possible 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Next we got a correction, so that's why I was saying to the AP that we will have more chance to take the lows, because I mean we cannot rocket with a correction, it's not possible. So a correction is to go more down, so we took the lows. The thing is now what we have again to the upside. Do we have more likely an impulsive or something like gonna push a lot higher? what does it looks more like a correction again. To be honest, it looks a bit more like a correction, but there is something that I'm really paying attention these days, because there are some Elliott Wave rules that are changing a bit, to be honest with you, these days. So because the thing is here, for example, that should be normally a correction. So correction and a bigger correction here with another correction there. Okay, so a double XY. Then we have another one, and then we have another correction, so a bigger double XY. Okay, but there is something here I'm paying attention these days, is a wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. As we're doing some crazy leadings, I will not be surprised, for example, to be in this. Now with the context with a lot of longs here, I will not be surprised to come down. I will match with a correction, to be honest more. But, and the thing is, why, for example, this cannot be a leading normally and generally speaking? Simply because, so this is a low normally on the right, yeah. Simply because the wave 3 cannot be the shortest in terms of time. If you check the time here, so the first wave 1 here, if that's a wave 1, we have done, so 33 minutes. If you take the wave 3, that starts from that low. If you take the wave 3 here, we have done 15 minutes. And if you take the wave 5, bam, we have done a lot longer than this, 2 hours and 21 minutes. So which one is the shortest? It's a wave 3. So can the wave 3 be the shortest? No. That's why normally we shall not be in this. That's why I'm not going to be on this. But I'm still aware of that. We can... There are some rules. For example, I added a few in the extension tool. That is just absolutely crazy. That was the top. That was the top. It's absolutely insane. That is simply the MCM extension fib. Bam, bam, bam. If you pull the extension tool here, bam, the fib. And if you pull the exact same extension tool for the bigger correction, bam, the fib. Absolutely insane. Really, this is, I love this. And if you pull this here, I think we did not reach it really yet. Yeah, there's a 618 for the moment. So yeah, I mean, this is absolutely crazy. This is insane, really. These kind of new fibs are pretty cool. I'm going to run some stats on this, but this is very, very often that the 618 first area of the correction is not well respected at all. So I will really not be surprised to I mean, this is something we have to use and to add clearly. Also running some stats on. I'm doing some few stats test on the fib time with the Elliott Waves. Like this, yeah. So yeah, that one. Boom. That's where was this? Yeah, there's some stuff I'm using for the. They're pretty cool. I don't know if for correction, I did not really check it. I was just looking for the impulsive waves. I don't know if here that was good or not. Yeah, you can see there's some fibs here. Yeah, that's pretty cool. And so next, the wave 5, I can't remember how, yeah, again, you can see that I'm just running some stats on the fib time, but for example, yeah, the two fibs, right, that one was a wave 3, that one was a wave 5. I mean, this is absolutely crazy. And you have all the time by time, and I mean, I'm going to run some stats on this, and I'm going to add this in the course on the website next, but yeah, I'm doing some few stuff with fibs these days. But anyway, so yeah, by the way, today with levels. So with levels, we have, so first off, we have a new daily apart from showing a naked session for people that are looking for new level and everything. By the way, since Tuesday, but we also have these levels on the top, naked session, apart from showing daily apart from these are also zone of resistance. And surprise, for the first resistance of the day, we got a rejection. That's pretty cool. But anyway, so if you have to come down, first of all, we'll have a support around, so this naked session, apart from here. Okay, we'll have a naked session path function on a weekly level. If we break that zone of support, we can look for a swing fib pound the lows. Okay, to just take, for example, the stop loss of the first longs opening here. As you can see, we have a lot of longs here opening. A lot of longs opening here. So once we are going to go down, we of course are going to get some stop loss here. The best will be to go below here, take a lot more stop loss, but we of course have some people stop loss placed there below. So the minimum normally will be to go and for the good long opportunity, we can still look for a long here, but the best, due to the amount of longs we have before, the best of the best will be to wait for minimum of the lows to be taken. Okay, once the lows are taken, we just have to see the reaction here. It will have any MC long reaction. Do we have any good context to take the trade on the order flow? No. Okay, we just look for a continuation to the downside. Bam, continuation. We just look for a swing fib pound of this low right here, with this low right here, because what we have here is still a low, high low for the moment. Okay, we do not really change that market structure, and so this is still a possible very strong uptrend. Okay, it depends if we take the lows or not, but we have a lot, and the thing is we have a lot of stop loss placed there again. Okay, that's we have a lot of stop loss here, we have a lot of stop loss here. We got a low, high low, high low, so we got a lot of stop loss here, a lot of stop loss here, a lot of stop loss here. So we finally took these lows right here, this first low first of all with that wick. So we remove this stop loss right there. Then we'll have some stop loss there, and there. We take here this low and this low, so we remove all these stop loss there. So now we have just some stop loss placed there and there. again, that would be nice to take the stop loss and then get a rise. That will be cool. Otherwise, yeah, again, it all depends on the direction here. Do we have something good here, yes or no? It depends on the order vertically. What we're going to get here, depending on the direction we're going to get here. Do we have any MC short? Do we have any MC long reaction on the low? Do we have any good context? Do we have any trapper shorts? Do we have absorption on the low? Do you have trapper shorts? Do we have a path control on the top? Do you have stacked selling balance on the target you want to trade? Do you have all of this clearly? Okay, if you really don't know what I mean, you have everything on the website. But you want to take at all this kind of data, and once you have this, you want to see, for example, an MC long reaction to open the trade. Once you reclaim it at a level, if you have a level, just can be otherwise a flip to resistance. But anyway, so yeah, that's the plan really here. So take the stop loss here and there, trade direction. Is it good for a long? Is it not good for a long? That's only time can tell us, because we have to be live to see this. But anyway, if we get acceptance below here, so the value RLO with the weekly here with a possible swing through pan. Value RLO with the daily here for a possible swing through pan or a failed auction. So spend some more time. Okay, swing through pan just to take those and reclaim directly with a wick. Okay. Just with a wick below these lows right here, and otherwise a failed auction, bam, is just you go more down, you spend some time, and you start from something bullish here on the lows, and bam, you just reverse everything. You just trap some more people, okay? You don't trap in one count, you trap some more people, such as what we're doing right now. You just have, for example, on the 30 minutes here, a large amount of longs here opening like this. You want to see, maybe not exactly the same, that would be the best, of course, but something you're going to get, for example, 2 millions, 5 millions, bam, and maybe another 1 million here, not get too much, but still, and so you're going to form absorption. So next you want to get an MC reaction to reverse that, for example. Okay, so anyway, if we break this, we can look for the monthly, break the monthly, read, add all of these levels on your chart, and I can tell that you're going to get some nice trade. If you trade then the order flow on these targets, lose a monthly, look for the top of the price consolidation. The channels of raise are not to delete. Okay, this is something very, very important. For example, here are this consolidation. Bam, we just come back inside next. As you can see, we just reclaim the low of the consolidation, flip it to support, get acceptance high, get a bit of resistance on the middle of the price consolidation, reclaim, go to the top of the price consolidation, lose the low of the top of the consolidation, go in the middle, reclaim a bit, almost from the top, lose everything, go to the bottom, and then bam, get a rise in instant reclaiming. Just continue higher here, but that's why these kind of channels are absolutely not to delete. Okay, you have to keep them on the chart. As you can see here, for example, that was just super well respected. I mean, this is absolutely crazy. That's why here, if we go and lose that monthly here, bam, look for the top of the channel right here, gray level. If we break this TPO plus a daily, lose this middle of the consolidation, lose this bottom. We just have to trade this channel clear until it breaks. If it breaks, bam, look for a possible deviation or swing through pound of the bottom of the channel here into the weekly and the value high. Lose this, look for the monthly here, blue level here with all the lower time frame confluence. Break this, bam, look for the path control, the orange level here with all the confluence right here. So you can just add the monthly and the path control, or you can add everything. Just pause the stream and take the level and just add the price here. And if we lose that, we can look for a swing through pound or fair auction of the lows. But I mean, yeah, if we go that low, that should be as always the C wave of the flat. So we just have to add the C wave of the flat, the C wave targets of the flat, and so yeah, we're good. The C targets, and we're good. So yeah, that's it really with levels to the downside. To the upside, the first resistance daily with a negative path control. If we reclaim value are high for reclaim. As a regular day trader, we have to be over all these targets. Now, of course, the best is this. Do we have any other confluence with the value are high here? View up. No, okay. So yeah, the best if you manage to reclaim this. That's still a level to be aware of the value are high, to be honest, but otherwise, yeah, top of the full consolidation. If you manage to break this, bam, you can look for a swing for power at failed auction. So swing for power again, take the high, lose everything directly with just a wick above. Failed auction, get acceptance higher, spend some time, form something bearish and drop. Okay, that's a failed auction. If we get acceptance higher here, we do not do a swing for power failed auction. Bam, next target, day negative path control is a naked session path control. Break this, bam, swing for pan, failed auction high here. If we don't do any of this, bam, day negative path control, and that day negative path control is the bottom of a gap. So as always, when you get acceptance into a gap, we expect it to be filled, and so to go to 29,100. Okay, so get acceptance into this, I mean above this day negative path control, expect the gap to be filled. If you go there on the gap right there, where it is, main, yep, main right here, and the gaps are there. Oh, I did not add it, that one. Where I have this gap, I think it was here. Yes, here. I'm just gonna copy this. I'm gonna pass this here. Perfect. So this is a gap. If you check out the price here, so 27,300, normally it will match with yeah, so 27,300. So this is the day negative path control, is the bottom of a gap, as you can see here, the bottom of a gap. So if you get acceptance into the gap here, expect it to be filled, and so to go to 29,100 minimum. Then we'll have some big resistance coming around 30k. I'm gonna raise the next big target. How I'm going to keep this for VIPs for the moment, but yeah, otherwise you have to have the C wave turret or the wave 3 turret of this impulsive. Okay, so wave 1, 2, 3, or 5, so you have the wave 3 turret or ABC zigzag. But yeah, this is a gap to be aware of, and so that can be really quick, as you can see here to the upside. If you really get acceptance high here, get acceptance into the gap, bam, expect it to be filled. The top is a resistance, so it will be trade based off the direction, because that can be, for example, a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, what the fuck ending, for example, for an ABC, something impossible. But otherwise, if you had nothing better, if you will look for 30k, okay, 30k have some very, very strong levels. Then swing through panel of this, really. Okay, but yeah, that's really something to be aware of, this gap. Okay, if we did that, it can be so quick, because if you get accepted into gap, bam, fill it directly, and so go from 27,400 to 29,100, and maybe even to 3k. So it can be really, really quick here, to be honest. So yeah, it's something really to be aware of, to be honest. And we'll have also a gap below here. So for example, if I have to lose everything, we do not need to fill that gap, but we can absolutely do also a massive retracement to scare some people, make some people bearish, fill that gap here, and bam, get a reversal. Can be also something possible. To be honest, now the best of course will be to take out the lows, but if you have to be in a strong uptrend where we're just going to print a low, higher low to keep this strong uptrend valid. Okay, that can be something also to be aware of. All these ideas now, it's all based trade of the order. I mean, it's traded based off the order flow of direction, clearly. Okay. Oh, and there's 1 million of longs. That's crazy. But anyway, so yeah, that's the plan right now. So I don't know if you have some questions, by the way, on this. I don't know if you have some questions. Morning everyone, welcome to the stream. I'm gonna go here. And yeah, by the way, with because yeah, I mean the where it is, public streams, Cardano back into the target here. H-bar back into the target. We got some very good rise from the target to have planned. To be honest, it's pretty cool. That's pretty nice. All these longs pretty perfect. LTC, okay. And that's why, you know, I'm looking for this possible, you know, wave 1, 2 on Bitcoin, like this wave 1. Where I can draw this here. This wave 1. Oh, this wave 1 right here. This wave 1 into this wave 2, simply because Ethereum have this possibility, and there's some there are a lot of altcoins. For example, this. But we're 5 ways, but it can be some 5 ways, and so already, so it can be of course an ABC zigzag, such Bitcoin. If we're you know in the bigger A, B, C, and then a drop, it can do, for example, an ABC zigzag just to make a bigger correction like this. But it can be also, if Bitcoin is bullish next, it can be also this kind of 1, 2, 3, or 5 next. So that's why, yeah, something to be aware of. And this kind of wave here, wave 1, 2. Yeah, it's the overlay on the RSI. Yeah, absolutely valid here. Yeah, the CKB, by the way, got a bounce of the first weekly here. Pretty cool. Channel template, by the way. Oops. Good. Yeah, I mean, this is pretty cool. And Magic also is absolutely insane now. And I posted a screenshot yesterday because we feel a swing long on that one. If you go on the main here, you got Magic here. I mean, that one is absolutely insane. I really have planned this exact bottom here to the absolute dollar for a long trade. And from here, we get another rise. And from here, I gave the targets, again, the 56.18, 56%. We're just going 31 to 56.18. So even if you feel that swing, I say to VIPs, that can be a swing again idea if you miss the bomb, even if you want to feel a second swing trade. And so, I mean, yeah, this is absolutely crazy. 31 to 56.86%. We're just going to the 2 buys one here and get an instant rise from here. That's crazy. So now, of course, you can take probably 1 time serious stop loss on 3 and re-enter again if you have to go more down to make sure you do not take a huge loss if you have to go more down again. I mean, here's not again. You have risk management. You risk only 2% maximum, so it's fine. But yeah, if you prefer, you can take profit. Yeah, but that's very nice, very nice. Bam. Yeah, nice. Okay, so we have the higher time frame plan. We have the lower medium time frame plan here on that one, and do we make a new high here on the RSI? Yes. Alright, so that can be a truncated stuff there. I don't really like this truncated idea. But yeah, we'll have some possible 5 ways here, so correction 5 ways, but we don't reach the first minimum trade have to reach it, so it's big 618. We have also 5 ways inside here. The top should be more on the right here, because this, okay, this will be 5 ways, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but here, that's very, very ugly, or that's an ending we're going to do next, but yeah, I mean, the waves are very bad, to be honest with you, in this correction. Yeah, not the best of the best. Does it retrace, by the way, 38.2 here? I think yes, but I just want to make sure. Yes, so this looks a lot more like a correction than 5 waves. I mean, the small waves are looking a lot more like some triple wave, yeah, triple wave. I'll place more double XY, XNZ, or double XY, big one. I've done an extension. I only think that's like a bit, but we took the lowest in the Coinbase, not on Bybit. Very raw, but anyway. Sorry, but we did against here on the Coinbase. So all the longs here opening. Bam, stop loss taken and get an instant rise, make some more people bullish and take again the stop loss and even more stop loss here. Very, very cool. I don't know if on Coinbase we took that low. No, we only took these 2 ones. Okay. Yeah, the best for you again to take these lows and to take these lows again, because we have a large amount of long. So that will be again, it can absolutely not play out, but that will be the most logic stuff, really. This is how you have to think most of the time, and so this you have to think about also today, or even maybe today's time to trap these longs. But yeah, of course it can play out, that's the game, but we'll have more chance to trap these longs. Yeah, there is nothing more to add, to be honest with you. Give you everything. So I don't know if you have some questions today on this. And by the way, if you have some alts requests, send me your alts now. I'm going to make a live stream this afternoon again on the alts, so you can get also some waves. We already have done bam. We already have done, so it was XTZ, by the way. We have done this on Tuesday. XTZ, we have done also Ethereum CKB, we have also .LTC, we have also HBER, Cardano. So really go and check this out if you want to get some nice tiers on the coins. We already got some, 4 winning trades on the 4 trades we planned, to be honest. It was pretty insane. XTZ, I'm not sure we planned some trade in Ethereum CKB, Ethereum BTC and CKB, we did not really plan some trades here. So yeah, on 4 outs, we got 4 trades and we got 4 winning trades. Absolutely crazy, to be honest. So go and check this out, really. And if you want, so if you have some coins requests, really just send me, do not make it like crazy list, but if you have a coin, for example, you want me to analyze that is not here, send me a message or just go on Discord, for example. Go on Discord, join the Discord server and go in the general chat here and send the coin, for example, something, send the name, and I'm gonna answer you next. I'm gonna add this to the list, and because there are not any more coins, so really send some coins if you want to. So you want me to do some TAs on that. Yeah. And yesterday, by the way, with VIPs, we have done the so we have done, we updated a bit Magic. No, but we did not update Magic. We have done so APE, Matic, Wax, and Solana. Solana, I'm just going to show that because this, and Matic also. I just want to show this really quickly because that's absolutely insane. Really, Matic, for example, it's absolutely crazy. Like, really, this is absolutely crazy. This was, so these are all the resistance, you know, these are really, you can see the amount of levels we have here. The thing is now to recognize which one are the strongest and which one are the not the strongest, clearly. I just planned at this time, as you can see here, 1 target for a short with all the path control a bit above, and 2 turrets for a long. So 1 first turret for a long here, 1 second turret for a long here, but only 1 turret for a short trade. If you, so that was, I think in January or something, in February like this, and that was in the, was here. And from here, that was a turret for the short, that was a turret for the long. Okay, you ready? Bam, turret for the short, we go hard into the path control, make everyone bullish, go below, flip that into resistance. That is a level approach you have to learn on the website, and then you just go below here, go into the second, in the first turret plan for a long. So first turret for a short, get acceptance above, fake the pump, go below, flip to resistance and get acceptance more down here. So that's where you're going to take your short. Then you just go below into the first long turret, hit to the absolute dollar, the value are high, by the way, and get an instant bounce. And all of this plan when it was only around there. So it was around February or January, I don't know exactly, but I mean, yeah, it's absolutely crazy, right? It's insane. And then again, Solana, we have done also something very, very cool. Just want to check something here. There are no operations process here. Perfect. I mean, yeah, this is absolutely crazy. Look at this. That was also exactly the same on Matic. So I'm going to close this Matic stuff. Exactly the same. We'll have, so here 2 turrets for a short, the first turret for a short trade, and 3 turrets for a long, the first turret for a long trade. And surprise, surprise, bam, hit the daily path control to the dollar, go below, as you can see, as posted a screenshot here when it was into the first target, go into the first target, hit to the dollar, and from here get an instant bounce. I mean, really, this absolutely hit to the dollar, and from here get an instant, I mean, a crazy bounce again. So we have done this on most of the cryptocurrency on the alt. This is absolutely insane. So really, we're just making some crazy stuff on the alt. This is absolutely insane. And yeah, magic also. I mean, this magic stuff here is just absolutely crazy. That was yeah, I mean, that's insane. Really, it is absolutely insane. Like this magic stuff here that gives some very. I'm 800% up now. This is absolutely crazy. But I mean, yeah, that's not that magic here. You trade like before we hit a target with the 618 here. You go into the 618 into a long target and you get an instant rise here. I mean, this is absolutely insane. We were just doing some crazy predictions. So yeah, we have done yesterday, as I was saying. I'm just gonna close all the tabs here. Bam. So we have done. No, it's not the right tab. We have done, yeah, APE, very nice tab also, very cool trades play on that, possible good trades. Matic, yeah, the waves just play what we planned, that's very cool. Wax, and yeah, that one is not, I don't really like that one, but this was cool to do some shit on that. And Solana is also pretty cool. We're applying all the different possibilities here on every single coins. So we are ready for what's next really on this one. And these coins are going to remain for VIPs. VIP requests remain for VIPs as always. So if you have some more coins requests, really send me in the chat or just go on the Discord server and send me in the general chat or something. I'm gonna take a look. And I'm going to be live this afternoon if you have some requests. But anyway, so nice update. Thank you, mate. I was a bit late, so I kept quiet. No worries. It's fine. You can just watch at any time if you want to. Does doing it away on DXY make sense? Yes, absolutely, mate. It makes sense. It makes sense. Yeah, it makes sense. You can. The cool thing is that when you use the wave, you can analyze every single market. The rules are a bit different. For example, the flat is going to be 123 or 27 on the more often on the crypto market. But for example, on the stock market, is going to be 113. So there's just this kind of few difference, but otherwise the smaller wave, everything, the extension are exactly the same. So that's why it's pretty cool. You learn one tier, you can analyze every single crypto, every single market, the forex, the stocks, the everything, I mean the crypto and all the other stuff. You can. This is pretty insane, really. What is help choosing a bias for the L wave count? We can choose for BTC. Yeah. Yeah, of course it help. It will help. Now the thing is, which one are we going to do here? In any case, we don't get a bomb here. That's not a problem. If we rise directly, if we go more down, we'll have some other longs per in that case. So which bias, to be honest with you here? I don't know if you say bias, by the way, because I have my French accent, but personally here, I will not bet on something. I mean, I will not really bet on we are going to push high, we're going to go more down. Such as, for example, what I have done in the last update, we got more chance to push high because of the small wave and everything. But here, I'm really waiting to see which one we're going to confirm. So, for example, are we going to print a 5 ways to the upside, leading with a small of an ending? Are we going to get a continuation to the targets we planned from the target? Okay, we bounce it off that target. Okay, we're more chance in that case to be in this scenario. Here, it's a bit tough. We are in between a bit everything, and so we have to get some more data printed here on the chart to be able to recognize which scenario we are in. So to answer that question, yeah, it will help, of course, to get a bias, but for now it's I'm presuming we can do everything here, to be honest. I mean, we can push high for the big impulsive, we can push high just for the wave 5, for the small wave 5 before the retrace for the bigger wave 2. We can go into we can do the double XY for the B wave target, and then bam, get the C wave to the downside. We can do all of this. So once we commit a bit more, yes, the bias can be a bit better, but for now, I'm waiting a bit more for confirmations and for more data to be printed here to recognize more likely in what we are. But yeah, for example, here it can be a double XY, just to give you an idea of what is can I. Again, the thing is, that's why I'm very paying attention with a fib and everything. You can see I'm playing with a fib time. I'm running some stats on this. I'm also running some stats on the extension tool. Really, this is crazy. We have a new fib that we're going to use now with VIP, so this is the MC extension tool, the extension fib. Anyway, so here the thing is, we also have to do something with the waves. We also have to be aware, because the thing is market change. In market, how you have to update the rules, you have to create the rules. That's why when you have on the chart, when you're in the chart every single days, you start to see some change that you don't have normally on the chart. You start to see some waves, for example, that start to change. You start to see some crazy stuff. You're like, what the hell? And so it's because you have also to adapt the rules sometimes. So the thing is now, normally with the rules, this cannot be a 5 ways. Normally, if you follow the Elliott Wave rule, this cannot be a 5 ways. So we shall not do a crazy rise. Okay, that normally we shall not do a crazy rise. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now the thing is, if the rules are changing now, after years, or this will not be valid, and now maybe today, for example, it is valid. In that case, this will be a wave 1, 2, and another, maybe we're going to 1, 2, 3, or 5 here. So A, B, C zigzag for a 5 ways, or 1, 2, 1, 2, and bam, bump it up next, for example. Okay, but yeah, normally this will not be valid, so this will be a correction to go more down. Normally this will be a WXY. So a bigger WXY, we took the high to go more down next, and maybe trap some more people here, and then bam, get another move to the downside to take out these lows. That will be the best. Yeah, and the thing is now, even if we're in, normally it should be this, that will be the main idea, to be honest. Now the thing is, if we're in, you know, in we because we got a front run here of the B wave, 123 and 27, so the medium time frame number 1 here, we got a front run of this target here for the B wave, so we can do, as I said earlier, a bigger W, X, and Y. Thing is, X wave have as always to retrace 38.2. Do we have done a 38.2? Do we have done a 38.2 at the moment? The answer is no. So we have to go more down also for that scenario here. As you can see, we front run at 38.2 here. So is it valid? Normally no, because we do a front run here, so this is not valid normally. So that's why you should also go more down for that scenario. So there are two stuff where this will go more down, a correction here that will bring us more down, and the double XY here that brings us more down. Now the thing is, the only reason why we'll push high is because we're in a wave 1, 2, and now we're in a wave 3 or 5, crazy push up. Otherwise, it's because we're in the wave 4, and that was a front run of the, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And so here, as always, we cannot make a B wave only with 5 waves. So here in that case, we're going to look for a bigger ABC zigzag, for example, for the B wave. So yeah, hope I did not confuse you by saying all of this. But yeah, the must, it'll be the best is to wait for some more and more data to come, clearly, in my opinion, to confirm which scenario, to compare which wave. For now, we're just playing everything, okay? And then through the time, through the day, through maybe the week, we're going to, the weekend, maybe during the weekend also, I don't know, we're going to print some more data, and so we're going to, bam, recognize which scenario we are owing. For example, the RSI, we're getting validation for a scenario, so bam, we can remove that one. With for example, I don't know, maybe the retracement, the extension tool don't match with something, so bam, we can remove another one. We're going to get some more data here, and so we're going to print some better stuff, and so yeah, we're going to recognize clearly what are the main ideas? I mean, well, yeah, or what is the main idea? Oh, okay. I mean, oh yeah, I'm just going to add the chat here. I mean, will this? Oh yeah, absolutely, yeah, absolutely, yeah. Yeah, I mean, will this help doing Elliott Wave on DXY, which was our BS for BTC? Sorry for the no, it's just me sometimes. Anyway, so yeah, absolutely. Yeah, this, yeah, absolutely, because if DXY pump, BTC dump, if DXY dump, BTC pump, so yeah, absolutely possible, yeah. Just to give you an idea, right now on DXY, we'll have some possible 5 ways down. Okay, yeah, again, I did not read this small way, so I cannot confirm this, what's happening. We're going to the target here, nice. We're into the resistance now, so for example, if you get an MC for action here, that gave me something. We got some shorts down the low. All right, let's see what it gives. We got some shorts there. Yeah, not a lot of shorts on that low, but anyway, let's see what it gives. So what do you got here on that low? Do I have some longs here opening? No. 1 million here. Yeah, not a crazy amount. 1.6 million, 1.6 million. Taking the high right here. So yeah, if there is no MC short action here, we should see value are high. There is no MC short action here, for example. We should see top right here for a swing flip pan. So we'll see if we get getting something here. And if we manage to break the high, bam, they need, but if we manage, bam, in that case, that was a crazy water effect leading. Again, this normally is not valid, so we're going to adapt the rules in that case. And so we look for another continuation to be able to take that high. So yeah, for now, I'm gonna maybe if I pull it like this, can give something good. All right, just gonna add this below here in case we lose that, and so around there more. And if you get an MC short action as well, you wait for this to be lost, okay, because that can be a flip to support wise. Shorts to bring the price low to get acceptance back into the level, and to flip it into support and get acceptance higher next. But anyway, so yeah, on the XY here, how I place in my wave on this. Normally it was, yeah, it was a wave, a possible wave, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay, we'll have an ending here. Oops. And so then we have small green, so then we'll have another bigger blue wave, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and a wave 5. Just gonna check really quickly. So if we have a 5 waves, we'll have to do an A, B, C zigzag. Okay, so A, B, C zigzag. Now I didn't do the small wave of this, but you can just try to do this if you want to. I'm not really paying attention to the XY, to be honest. Just adding my level, see if this is in a resistance or not. Although I'm just taking like this, just use my eyes really quickly, and yeah. Sometimes the AD can be false, can be wrong, but I can get an idea. For example, these 5 waves are just got an idea. I tried this. It's still on my chart, I think. 20% here. Okay. Oh man, look at this. Oh wow. This. What the fuck? I mean, that is an absolute perfect one-to-one extension here. I mean, just look at this. This is absolutely crazy. That's absolutely insane. This is absolutely insane. Look at this. One-to-one extension that is a more likely wave 5 target. A hit to the dollar, instant rise. So yeah, I'm gonna take this away. I think. Let me just see if the idiocy match with this. But 1, 2. Where is the top here? So wave 1, wave 2. Okay. Wave 3. 4 and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, better now. And so we have a divergence. Yeah, very, very shy one, but we still have a divergence here. That's pretty cool. All right, and so the smaller wave. Oh my god, yeah, this is crazy. Smaller wave. Just gonna place a bit better. And good. Nice. Let's try this. 1618, most common wave 3 target. Man, I mean the stocks and all this stuff are just so irrespective. I mean, this is really crazy. On the crypto, it's like a very volatile and everything, so you have some crazy stuff sometimes. But I mean, just look at this. You have like a perfect 1618 here and that. You have then you have a big retracement here, so you expect a small retracement on the way forward. You can see here we have a retracement, very big. So if you had the default target, you have done a 786. So it's still fine, to be honest, by the way, but it's still a bit high, to be honest, for a wave 2. So what you can look for in that case next is a small retracement for the. All right, so it looks like we'll have a possible bearish stuff. 1 minute is bad. The oldest flow is bad now on this one. We just have some few. Yeah, no, the oldest flow is very bad on this. Alright, so lady drop pre, if you have to drop, I mean, whatever you want, but this, I mean, that can be support. Yes, so this can be a support next. Depend what we're getting here, but this is a support to not lose. But yeah, I mean, for now it's not bearish. So if you drop, let it drop clearly, but that was not a high probability trade, I guess. That's it, because there is no direction to take a short. Now, yeah, now we can maybe, as you can see, we have a lot of longs. I mean, a lot of longs. Yeah, I have some few longs there opening. That can bring us with absorption. For example, here we already have a small absorption, so high here, low high. For example, here I have a high and higher high, so we already have absorption there. Now it depends if we claim from a straight claim, we're going to cancel the absorption. So then we're going to look at this top absorption. So here, high, want to see a higher high next, and a high low high, or a high higher high on the chart and a high low high on the CVD. Okay, so yeah, it depends really, but for now we have no MC short action here, so nothing good really for a short, and we have no trap long. I mean, yeah, that's a very bad top, to be honest with you. That's pretty crazy. So yeah, maybe now we're going to get something because we have absorption. Now we can drop, for example, and get something here for a short trade because we do have this absorption on the highs. But if we get acceptance, I would like to see absorption on the highs here with some absorption there and an MC short reaction. But yeah, for now we're just backtesting the levels here. So they're gonna set another let if we have to come down right here. Bam, bam, bam. You ready all the full time to finish this. So yeah, so that will be so wave 2 is pretty big. I mean, it's still okay to be on a 7xx, but it's still oh my god, I absolutely love a little wave. Look at this, where we got a rejection into the MC fib. You will find this. This is the only place you're going to find these fibs, because there are some fibs I'm running for for 5 years now. I'm using Elliott Waves. I can tell you that you won't find these kind of fibs anywhere else. And as you can see here, we got another MC fib. That's really crazy. I absolutely love this. And if you go again on Bitcoin, for example, that was a wave 4. Was it here, by the way? I'm not sure it was here. Normally it was, because I was wave 1, 2, 3, or 5. As you can see again, wave 4 here, MC fib. I love this game. I absolutely love this game. This is crazy. Yeah, I mean, they're just so powerful. Yeah, so really pretty cool. And if you want to learn all of this, just go and check out the website. You get all the information there. But as you can see, MC fib here, they're just so nice. MC fib, so there you have to place your extension to. I played that well before, yeah. From the no fucking way. Man, no, for real, look at this. How well respected this is. You again hit that to the dollar. I mean, look at this. This is absolutely crazy. Like, really, this is insane. Wow. That's just wow. When I see this, I'm like, how can you say that Elliott Wave is not working? There are some people like, hey, Elliott Wave is not working. But you do, man, just look at this. Really, this is insane. The targets are just hit to the dollar. We just respect the fib. Like, this is absolutely insane. That's crazy. But anyway, so these are some perfect 5 ways to the downside. So next, if we have 5 ways and we're in a correction, we'll have to make, in that case, an A, B. So find your levels, find your resistance, and then a C wave to the downside. Okay, that is more like what we can look for. Or, as always, there is a count where this will be a C wave to the downside for a flat. And so in that case, if we're in a C wave to the downside for a flat, we're going to see, in that case, a bear market on that and a bull market on Bitcoin. That's why it can be also something. So in that case, wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, 4, 5. Okay, just to make it really quickly, if we have to be in a wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here impulses. So wave 1, wave 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that can be, for example, a swing you can play with. Bam, you pull your fib, you pull a retracement. It depends if that's a wave 2 or that's a B wave. But if that's a B wave, we'll have more chance to retrace 31 to 50%, a bit more these days, to be honest. 6.1 is 56%, otherwise 85.4 is the maximum target. Should we touch the 90%? That's not valid anymore for a wave, a B wave. And then a wave 2 have more chance, 73% chance as always to retrace between the 50 and the 6.1 is 86%. So you can play, for example, because here we have a 5 ways down, so in any case we'll have to take out these lows once more normally, okay? Except if the count is wrong, in that case we take the high directly, but if the count is right and the targets match absolutely perfectly, so there are no otherwise financial advice, you do whatever you want. But for example, it can be a swing idea. You open something here. You know, the ways for example, that can be an idea. You will, for example, take a short here with a stop loss placed above the high to, if we're in the 5 ways, write it down to a new low here, possibly, not necessarily, but possibly. So that will be the first short target. Again, you're going to for example, I mean, yeah. The thing is, you have to understand that if you take a swing, this will be your short. This will be your short targets. Okay, so you have your first short target, your second short target here with the 6.186%, and your third short target with a stop loss placed above the high. Okay, so if you're in a wave 2, where do you have more chance to go? Between the 56.1 and 66%. So what you're going to do here, for example, you're going to take, maybe, I do not trade DXY, so I don't know what is the quantity you have to use and everything, but for example, you're going to use, so maybe 50% of the position here, and you're going to divide next 25 and 25. So you're going to use to enter with 25% of your whole position you want to open, where you risk maximum 2%. You can risk only 1%, really up to you. You're going to open 25%, 50%, 25%. It's like you're going to get an average entry price around there. and so with a stop loss place above the high, and so that will bring us with something like this. And so in any case, the only thing you have to do here is to look for a low to be taken. Once you took the lows, again, you can do a truncated triple wave, so be aware of the extension fib where you have to take break on the 618 for a safe take profit. But if you're in this kind of configuration, I can tell you can make some, yeah, it can be very, very, very nice, to be honest. Yeah, it can be very crazy. Because yeah, that can be a flat, and so it can be a C wave to the downside, and so that's something to be aware of. But if you want to play with a swing, for example, that can be a swing idea. Okay, that can be something possible. Yeah. I made this second count this morning. Nice, mate. Congrats, because I know that you're not using a wave for a long moment, so that's pretty cool. Congrats, mate. Market makers know the fib level before they hit them. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. For now, we're holding this. Do we have any MC4 action? No. So we have only some longs there coming in. We'll have some other longs there. That brings us with no absorption yet. That brings us with a bit off. No absorption there. We just have absorption with a pretty high here. High, low, high, high. So very, very small absorption today. We got nothing good for a shorter here. So what we look for, a retest. If the retest is bad, we look for a swing fib pan. If there is no swing fib pan, we look for a continuation. Simple at that, really. And it's always like this. If you remember good, this is what we was covering in the last update, and this is really the thing to not lose normally, because there are some lot of longs European, we have a lot of stacking balances. This is something to not lose. Most of the time when you will lose this, we expect low. Now we have a VWAP a bit below, so that will be something to be aware of. But if we really start losing VWAP, yeah, that can be a short to play with, to be honest. But I mean, not now. You have to get direction to take the short. But that can be a short to play with. But we do have a lot of support, so it's a very risky short. We have the value area low with the swing fib pan. We have the support there. We have the swing fib pan here, and next we will go below. That's fine. But otherwise, if we stop here, for example, just bounce off the value area low. Bam, loss. So yeah. Not a very, very big and large amount. If you again you just adapt the risk management, 2% maximum. You can just trade with 0.5, for example. I don't know. You do whatever you want, but yeah, that's a possible account here. And as always, it can be an ABC examiner, so it depends really on the context. So you just let you find the context, but I already gave you this nice possible setup. But yeah, these are the two possibilities here, to be honest. Okay, and now the only thing you have to do, as always, if you want to know how to do this, how to add, the level and everything, how to get a very strong plan, such as what we have done on DOT, on LTC, on Magic, for example, with VAPs, on Matic also with VAPs, on Solana also with VAPs, on all the ads. We're just going to check out the ads right here. You have to go and check out the ads here. So this Elliott Wave, live chaining, Elliott Wave, live chaining. I mean, the two first one are where you have the long setups. The other ones where you have a lot of wave difference, so do not replan something. But you can see the bigger time frame thing, bigger time frame wave. There's still some big targets normally. And so yeah, if you just go and check out the two ones here, you're going to see how this is possible to create these kind of plans, and so how you can make next a decision. Where is a more likely target? For example, maybe we're going to remove that target because there is no reason to show here. There is no resistance. Next, we're going to get no resistance here, so we're going to expect to go there. Even if the probability is here, hey, we'll have more chance to go there, but we have no resistance all here, bam, we're going to look for the next target, and so we're going to enter only here, for example. You have to just find your levels, add the volume, add all of this, and yeah, you can get some nice targets, to be honest. You have to find where is the biggest confidence, and once you have this, you're good, okay? But yeah. So. Yeah, I mean, that's it really for today. One hour live stream. I don't know if you have some other questions. Right now, no questions for the moment, so if you have some more questions, let me know. And yeah, if you have some coins, I'm saying again, but I don't have any requests, so I think that it's good. I mean, there is no need, but if you want me to do some RTA this afternoon on any arts really, where I give you some trade setup and everything, such as the 2 or 3 first videos I have done with the arts, let me know here a coin name, or just go to the Discord server and from the Discord server right there, just go in the general chat here and send me a coin. So I'm going to, okay, and I'm going to be live this afternoon to do it. If there is no too big movement, because I also have to trade, so I cannot be all the time live and everything. But if there is nothing interesting or some don't have a lot of volatility or something, I can make a live, for example. But so you have some coin requests, go into the Discord server, general chat, send me the coin, click here, and yeah. And otherwise, maybe no live stream this afternoon. There are no requests really, or maybe I'm going to do something with VIPs. I don't know. I will see this. Bam bam bam. Design. So if you were already in a position from yesterday low, you're talking about DXY or BTC, mate? If you were already in a position from yesterday low, I don't know if this is DXY or if you're talking about DXY, the thing is a B wave can retrace less than 38.2, so it's a bit risky to. I'm gonna just add this here. It's a bit risky. Oh, BTC, okay, BTC. So I'm gonna go on BTC. So it's a yesterday low. Oh yeah, absolutely. You have to set your stop loss entry here for sure, because you have a lot of long shifts. So they can win, but you have absolutely to set your stop loss entry here. And then the thing is, I mean, you do whatever you want, okay? Because the thing is, we can just, for example, take the stop loss entry and then get a bounce, such as what we have done yesterday. For example, that was a good swing fit plan. Personally, I say to VIPs, hey, to take a long here, I want to see that we hold the weekly. So we hold it the weekly. I took that long, took the profit one, stop loss entry. Bam, took the stop loss entry, and next the bounce here was very bad for a rise, so did not took any long, and then that was happened at night. So I just say, hey, I'm personally, there is no anything good opportunity, there is no good opportunity here, so we did not got a crazy rise, we just got a bit of a rise, retest, and from that retest here we got some good data and better data for a long trade again. Now, yeah, that would be a take profit one for sure. And what the way I'm trading personally is I'm saying all the time when I'm taking profit one time, I set my stop loss entry directly, so I cannot take a loss. I personally will place my stop loss entry. Now there is a risk as always of, okay, we just take the stop loss entry and then we bounce, but it looks a lot more like a correction, so I will not personally bet on this, to be honest. But yeah, it's still possible to make another rise. For example, you have a W, X, and Y with a possible 1 to 0, 5, so it cannot be done. So A, B, C, zigzag, and then get a drop, for example. There are some possible stuff. So you can just, for example, get stop down entry, maybe go a bit more down, and then again get a rise and a bigger rise, so you will be out. So it's pretty up to you, to be honest, because there are some different configuration. But personally, the way I will trade here, I will take profit one time, I will set my stop loss entry, and once it's done, I'm just going to re-enter again if I have to take a trade. If there is some if there are some good data, you got stopped out, you see what direction is what's happening here on the order flow. Are the data good? Yes, so you take the trade, stop loss below the low, you write it up, take where you want to hit, bam, stop loss entry, and you get maybe a continuation, we don't know. And otherwise, are the data good? No. Okay, no trade. In that case, it should go more down. This is the way personally I'm trading. For example, here, against here, I took my trade, got my take profit one, got stopped down entry. That was bad for a long. Bam. In that case, against here, I will get stopped out again from that long because I will set my stop loss entry. So here, this is where I will take my trade. It was 2 a.m. and 5 a.m. So I was clearly sleeping here. So this will be a good long trade. But yeah, that's the game really. I also have to sleep. So this was not a good long trade. That was some good long trades. And so this, for example, now we'll have my stop loss set and entry, for example. Okay. So yeah, I will personally do it. Now it depends. Everyone have a different way to trade it, but yeah, once I'm personally I'm taking profit one time and always set my stop loss entry. Except if, for example, that's a swing, but I mean, yeah, no, even for a swing, but I'm setting my stop loss entry, and I just re-enter next if I have to re-enter. But more, yeah, I mean, to be honest with you, I mean, that sucks if we go higher, but you just lock some profits. You lock some profit, and so you made some profit. You don't have any loss, so you just protect your capital, and so that's perfect. That's pretty cool, to be honest. Okay, best to re-enter after seeing the direction then. Yeah. Bigger raise, tape one like a day trade, and if it transforms into a swing, it's nice. So basically, always take profit one like a day trade. If it transforms into a swing, it is a nice. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Personally, I mean, personally, the way I'm trading here is when you have a good context, I'm going to maybe bet on the swing. But otherwise, when I, for example, here the way we have a lot of different scenarios. So what I'm doing here, I'm taking my trades. I'm going to wait for the $100 move. Okay, I'm going to take, in that case, after the $100 move, 50% to refund the fees, make profit, and get the stop loss entry next, and I'm going to set my stop loss entry directly. So I made my profit, I refunded my fees, and now the trade is safe, so I cannot lose money anymore. And so once we have done this, if it have to push higher, it push higher, gonna be turned into a swing trade. Otherwise, I get stop line, just re-enter again, re-enter. If there are some good data, if there are some bad data, I'm just looking for the next area. But this is the way I'm trading personally every day. So you take the trade, you get the handle move, you take rate 50%, you set the stop loss entry. Fees are refunded, profit is made, everything is pretty cool. And of course, it depends on the context. The context is really well defined. For example, if I'm expecting to go high for a wave 5, I'm going to take my trade. I don't really care about the exact low or something. I'm going to take my trade, stop loss below the low, and I'm going to take profit on the wave target. So I'm not going to wait for the handle move. I'm going to wait for higher to take profit. It really depends on the context, to be honest. Okay, it really depends. It's really context dependent for the take profit. For example, if you have, let's say, for example, that you have, I don't know, you have a range right here, so just gonna move a bit more on the left. Let's say you have a consolidation, you have a range, okay? You have a range right here. You have, for example, that's for example, let's say that the, I'm going to, let's say that the price is doing this, okay? You have doing this, but you take the high, you go below here, you bounce again, you take the high, and again you drop here. You want to take a short here, okay? You want to short that top right here, for example, right there, okay? You want to short that top with this top loss. Oh my God, where it is? The stop loss above the high. Okay, the thing is here, you're going to get some volume here inside. For example, you're going to get a value high, let's say a value high below here. It's really crazy to get this, but let's take an example, okay, just so you can really understand what I mean, so we can really understand the context. So let's say that this is a value high, you have a path control next. That will be really crazy to get this here because you have more volume on the top. But anyway, more time on the top, so we will get more volume there. But anyway, so no path control here. And we have a value area low right there, okay? The thing is here, when you take the short from the top value area low, when you this will never happen, I think, but just to give you an example. So you take the high, here you have a perfect MC short action, you have all the data, I mean, all the thing you want to take, you want to get on the order flow to take a short. You take the short, stop loss above the high. Here the thing is, do you have any support there? You have any support there? You have any support there to take that can help to reverse that? No, there is nothing until the middle of the consolidation. So for example, if you take your short here, where is the horizontal move? The horizontal move is here. So as you can see here, you will take profit one time 50% here normally. The thing is, if you don't have any support there, the next support come there. In that case, you're just going to adapt and you're going to take profit on the next support. So first the middle of the consolidation, that give a $600 move this time. Okay, so you really have to adapt to the context. If for example you have a support, let's say you have, I don't know, maybe a weekly level here. You have a weekly level, you want to take that short, but you have a weekly level maybe very close by. You take the short and you take profit directly after the move 50%, because what it can do here, it can just be a flip to support before you get acceptance to push high. So you take the trade and you hope that it's going to break the low to get a very nice continuation. Really depends, but this is, yeah, that's why the context is very important. If you don't have any support when you take a trade close by where you have the move, you just wait for the next support to be hit. Or if you want to trade to the upside for long, you wait for the next resistance to be hit. If there are no resistance, why would you take profit? It doesn't make sense. So you're just going to wait for another resistance to be hit. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. Really, it's really context dependent, to be honest. So what are we doing right now? Bounce of the target, I guess. Yeah, as you can see, I gave you one target here, bam, to the downside. This is the level to not lose, I mean the zone to not lose, and we just filled that to the absolute dollar. You see how powerful this order flow is. That was not bearish, bam, you go into the target, you reclaim directly here. That's pretty crazy, right? That's pretty nice. I think I did not place it that well. Oh no, it's placed it perfectly, by the way. That's pretty cool. You can see that it is, learn the order flow, really. Learn the order flow is pretty perfect. That's pretty insane. And so here come our retest. And here we have a retest, and now we can look at something. That was a very small retest. We got no reason to short down. We got some longs, we have absorption, but we got no reason here to open the short. We don't have the reaction to take the short, and so we are back around the tops, where you will feel your trade and you will get your stop loss entries. You will be stopped out. And yeah, you will get the right move, but if the trade, I mean, if these are bad data, and this is what you're going to learn if you check out the course on ExoCharts on the website. If you get bad data, and how you can still take the trade, you're going to look for something next, and here we have the retest first. But anyway, so here we have, let me see, wait, do you got absorption? No. Do you have some shorts there? No, but yeah, the thing is now, for example, we have the retest. That is the first step we want to take a short trade. Now, if this is bad, we look for a continuation for a swing through pan. If you do not swing through pan, you look for a continuation into your next target. Where is the next target? If you do not swing through pan, value are high that can breach with a swing through pound on the bigger time frame. I mean on a 15 minutes, 5 minutes. If we break through, bam, top of the consolidation with a swing through pound. If we do not stop here, bam, next target. If we don't stop here, okay, next target and pump it up. That's it, really. Because yeah, I mean the thing is, for example, yeah, this is what I wanted to show you here. If you're on Bitcoin, if you're in the wave 1, 2, so the medium time frame scenario number 2, okay, so this one here, the thing is, okay, we're in the wave 2, but what we can do in that wave 2, we can do an ABC flat. So for example, we can absolutely do also this configuration A, B, C. That's also something possible. So take the high, make some more people bullish, and bam. So even if you have a correction to go higher, it's possible to take the high. That's why you have to, bam, read the order flow if you want to use a wave, because to trade only a wave, if you want to trade only one wave or different scenarios, it's impossible. You cannot do this, it's impossible. So learn the order flow, really read this, and you can just crush a chart. This is how you can make this kind of profit, to be honest, because you can run every single highs and lows, or more, because sometimes of course you have bad data, you still get the bounce or the rejection, but this is how you can run every single highs and lows. Or this is how you can, by the way, buy the very Bitcoin dip, by the way. Also that was a week of the week that was a scalp turning into a swing, and so yeah, 600,000 6,000 up now. That's pretty cool. And yeah, this is just how you can make this decision if you have to take the trade or not. That's pretty cool. So yeah, the order flow is just absolutely insane. I wanted to say something about this, but I can't remember. Anyway, yeah, anyway, so I wanted to say something, but I can't remember. Anyway, but yeah, keep in mind that we can still take the high, even if we have a correction higher. I just think about this, but we can take the high, because that can be first the bully XY to make the B wave, and then to make the ABC, okay? As it can be also the wave 2 now, the wave 1 to the second wave 1 to here, and so it can be absolutely a W, X, and Y, a bigger one, or an A, B, C flat. And so here we'll make some more people bullish, like take the high again. Oh my god, we're breaking out like this, for example. We got a large amount of long, I mean not crazy, but still some longs here on the top. And again here we make everyone a lot more people bullish, and bam, take the lows here, take the stop loss, make them bearish, and oh my god, this is dropping. We're a breakout here at the lows, it's not bullish anymore, and bam, reverse and take the high and pump it up really. Or go below, really make them bearish, and once you have done this, bam, go higher. Just to give an example, we have a low here, okay, we'll have a low. Oh yeah, I'm on a too big time frame to see the low here, but we have a low here, okay, we'll have a low there, okay, so we have a market structure, you have a low, high low, high low, and here you break this market structure. First of all, you break this market structure, so people are like, oh my god, what the hell is happening? You're just breaking everything, the market is just changing here. If you use a wave, where do you have more chance to go? Between the 50, 618, 66%, or 70% chance as always. We go right between the 50, 618, 66%, so we have again 70% chance to stop. We break the market structure to turn it more likely bearish. So what are going to do people here? We are going to make everyone bearish here, because the next support come around really the first consolidation. So if you break this here, you get acceptance more down, you expect to come back here, because you have a market structure change. You have no real support below here. I mean, you have some, but people are not using volume, everything, the beginners, so they're going to look for this. So you're going to make a lot of people bearish. And so what's happening when you make a lot of people bearish? The market reverse, and as you can see, really quick, into a more likely target, by the way. From here, it can be exactly the same, okay? More people are going to long here, more chance to have to retrace. More people are going to short here, more chance to have to go higher. It's just doing the opposite of what people are doing, because this is how you make money on the market. If you're winning money on the long, it's because there is someone that is losing money on the short. If you're winning money on the short, it's because there is someone that is losing money on the long. So how you make money in trading? You take the other's money. That's not very good, but yeah, this is trading. So yeah, that's the trading game really. It's how it works. And so yeah, that's why, for example, as you can see here, why I place it this, for example, just to give you a quick course on this, why I place it this square here, and we're going to bounce for this square, simply because what do we have here? We have some stack and balances. And why I was looking at this stack and balances, not at this stack and balances, or this stack and balances, or even low stack and balances, simply because here we have 1.5 million of needles. So in this count here, we have a large amount of longs here opening in a 10-second chart. So of course, when you're going to come back next, this can give some very, very good reaction from like this. We have an instant rise, because these longs are going to protect their trades. And so once you come back here, they're going to pump the price to not take a loss, clearly, because these people here are not longing on the very top, they're longing into the move here, into the move to the upside. So once this come back for a retest, is going to be a support, and that's why I placed it this here. And so as you can see here, this played very nicely. That's very cool. So these longs want to pull the price high. Now what do we have on the top? We have absorption now, high, lower, high, high, higher high on the right with the CVD here. You can see we have a high. And so now, let's see which one is going to win, the limits or the market orders. This only time will confirm because we're going to print some data. Do I have any reason to short now? Is it a high here? No, we have no reason to short that. Maybe on another time frame, but for now it's very bad. Yeah, for now it's bad. Now, maybe this is a 10-second chart. In a 40 seconds it can change. For example, we can trade now something bearish, for example, because we do have absorption in the eyes. But for the moment, at this time, this is not bearish. I mean, there is absorption, but there is no direction we want to take a short, such as here. That's why we come back here, by the way. So yeah, that's it really. That's it. Yeah, I mean, this is absolutely so powerful. This is absolutely insane. Yeah, I love it. And we have a large amount of shorts here opening. No. And again, if you want to learn how, for example, you can play these kind of squares and get a bounce on these kind of squares, that can give you some very nice reactions. You have to go on the website as always. Website, exit charts course, and you have the imbalances right here. Imbalances, you have the course here, and of course you want to know where you have to enter a trade, where you have to take the trade, what is the signal, if you can say signal to enter a trade, bam, you have the long and short trade data, MCR interaction, and if you don't get the MCR interaction, what you have to look for, you can still enter with bad data on the order flow, so you have to look for this. How to trade swing for pound version 2 now, I trade with the 10-second chart and everything. The level approach, for example, you know, the matic example, the matic is already planning 1 trade for a short and 2 trades for a long, all 2 months in advance, because we got to rise into the first short trade. I mean, the only short trade really. We got acceptance higher, we fake the pump, we go below, we flip the resistance, and then we drop. That's a level approach, for example, we have on the website. You can learn here. You have the tier charts, for example. That is another kind of the order flow, another way to read it. Really, you have some trend reversal kind of. That's a bit of different, but anyway. And you have also front runs, how to trade front runs, the absorption, all this data you have to know before to really look for the entry reaction, everything here. And so of course you have all the course on the wave, so really check it out. And you also have some free course here. You can just go and check this out. You have some very strong base. You have like you even start the correction wave. That's pretty cool. You have the impulsive wave and the correction wave at the same time here with the Fibonacci relation. So how to place the extension tool on the extension is with the extension tool. How to place the how to place the extension tool on the correction wave and the impulsive wave. What are the targets of the impulsive? What are the target of the correction wave? Sorry, all of this really with the basics Elliott Wave stuff before, so you can really understand what is Elliott Wave, how it works, and then you start your learning with the correction. So ABC flat and ABC exam, so very nice. ABC exam is the most common pattern you're going to get in the market, but yeah, very nice in my opinion. So yeah, just going to this out if you want to just make an account on the website. It's free for this course. But yeah, so do you have anything bearish now? Still not. So for now we have nothing bearish. Maybe next we're going to print something bearish, but for the moment it's not the case. So yeah, anyway, I think that's it really for today. I don't know if we'll have some questions. Bam. I'm bullish overall, but not today. Nice, mate. Yeah, that would be nice to be bullish, to be honest. That would be nice. For the investment, that would be cool. We have a Valera high setup. Oh yeah, Valera. It's not. Yeah, the 80-28 thing set up for me. I am naming this like this, but there are some that I naming these like other stuff. I can't remember the name, but yeah. Let me check down the order flow. It's when you have the day. Where is daily open? Daily open outside the price day Valera low and price day Valera high. And so yeah, the price day Valera high is a target, by the way, in that case. Yeah, absolutely. And you get a 230-minute candle close above inside the price day Valera low, and so in case you rise up to price day Valera. Yeah, that's right. Good one, mate. Price day Valera high 25.033. 25.0. Yeah, so you match with the swing flip of that top and with the Valera high. Now this is the target of the of the 80-20 setup or the VA setup, but it can push high, of course. That's the target, but normally we should get some reaction on this. Yep. Nice one, mate. Did not really pay attention at all to all of this for a very long moment. This 80-20 setup, but Because at some, you know, the thing is like the flats, for example. Some period of time you're going to get some flats that are going to retrace, maybe only, I don't know, 185, for example, for a long period of time, and then you're going to come back on the normal retracement where you're going to do somewhere in 23 and 27. And this is the exact same stuff for 80-20 setups. You are going to get some days where this is not at all going to be 80-20 person, 80% chance to do it and 20% chance to not do it. You're going to do a bit the opposite. So 80% chance to not do it and 20% to do it. That's why you have to wait to see if that can be confirmed for a few days, and if this is okay, you can trade it. Otherwise, you have to be careful sometimes with it. Yeah, you see, that's not good for a short. Bam, we take the low time from high again. That's the power of the order flow. That is the power of the order flow, and we're going to bounce from the exact trade here. It's pretty cool. Yeah, I see that was a trade to not lose, because if we lose this, in that case, the long here will close, and that's not very bullish at the end. That's why we cannot lose this. So if we instant rise from here, it's pretty cool. Do we have some other questions? Very good, thank you, my pleasure, mate. Joe, it has almost hit a pretty high. It's a previous day value high normally, yeah. Yeah, it's a previous day value high, the target. It makes sense completely. Cool, simple, nice. If it makes sense, if it's simple, that's perfect. I don't know for what it was simple, it makes sense, but if what I'm saying makes sense and that's simple, it's pretty cool. I really don't want to confuse you with all the information and everything. That's really not the goal. So yeah, if the 80-20 or VA setup, there are some different names. That can be something, but again, it will be traded based off the direction. This will be the value high, okay, and we write it down to the lows and to just rect all the stop loss here and to take the low, the stop loss of the longs and rect all the longs here. That would be nice. Now you have to see what direction we have in there. It was not really though. Okay, yeah, that's right. The order flow and everything is not really simple. I mean, that's trading as well. Everyone will be rich, you know, but you're always looking at the same stuff. The thing is, when it's always the same, by the time you're going to be using it, and this is always, for example, yeah, this is not bearish. It's not bearish. Okay, we do not take the trend. We take the high. And now maybe it's going to be bearish. I don't know what direction we're going to hear. It depends, because that's the retest. Okay, the first stuff, you have bad data, so you retest, and there is nothing out of the retest. Bam. Swing for pipe, there is no swing for pan, bam, continuation. This is always the same process, but you have to know it. That's why the experience is very important, because if you don't have experience, you don't know what you have to look for, you don't know what you have to look at, you don't know what you have to expect with this reaction, you don't know all of this. So that's why, yeah, you have to make your experience also with it, but otherwise you have everything on the website, so really up to you. Yeah, so I'm saying simple, it's not very simple. It's simple because when you're using this every day and you're trading all the time the same stuff, and you just wait for the same reaction, you just wait for the same data to come, you just check for the exact same stuff all the time. Sometimes it's a bit more different, you have a bit more complex context to take a trade, but it's more likely bullish, or it's more likely bearish, it's more likely bullish. Okay, we take the trade and we just reduce the risk, because here we have a context that is okay, we're not sure about this. So there are good data, but the data is also something I can reverse that trade, so we take a trade because maybe a 0 or 2% to our stop risk, for example. We just adapt the risk management to the trade because of the context. So that's very complex to understand. And order flow is not very complex. You just have to understand the logic with market orders and limited orders. But otherwise, when everything is the order flow is complex, but to be honest, that really works. Yeah, it is very nice to learn it, because you can make some crazy gains next. Sounds pretty cool. You're hard work, but yeah, you make some nice money next time. Pretty cool. Yeah, anyway, I don't know if you have some other questions today. Otherwise, we're good, really. Bam. So here, for example, I gave you a short. Thanks to Joe, that gave us an idea of this 80-20 setup with VA. It depends what we're getting here, if we want something good or not. But at the top of the 80-20 setup, so we will see. And otherwise, yeah. Bam. The top of the channel, value swing for pounds fell auctions wise, bam, next target, there is nothing here, bam, look for a continuation and swing for pound at the top, really. Yeah, so these are the targets we will have to look for a short and to look for a long. I'm not really interested to a long here. I will really look for mainly the naked session path with the weekly first, but I would like to take out these lows minimum to look for a long, because we have too much longs here opening. So I would like, and by the way, maybe now we have absorption. We're maybe going to form absorption now. No. Oh, the top is here, so that would be nice, yeah, to form some more absorption there, to form some more absorption, to take this high and to get a high, low, high, high, higher, high. And so once I've done this, bam, get an entry for action, get the data for a short trade and write it down. Break it down and rect all the longs. That would be nice, but we'll see what happens there. And that was bad for a short, and we rise again. See how powerful you can make decisions just by reading some data in some few seconds when you read it by reading a node. It's pretty crazy. That's pretty cool. So yeah, you see, you have a resistance. Do we decide to short it? No. We got a bit of a move to the downside. You will maybe short that if you don't really go for, because that's a resistance. Nope. Because that's bad, that's bad, that's bad, and bad is bad. But anyway, yeah, so I don't know if you have some of the questions. I'm gonna end the live stream to trade this if I have to trade this. There are no other questions, so yeah, thank you all for message, really nice amount of message today. Thank you all. Hope you enjoy this kind of updates. I'm going to be live again, same scale next week, Tuesday and Thursday. And if you have some coin requests for the alt update this afternoon, bam, go on the Discord server and ask your, I'm just sending you your maybe not a full big list, but you can just go on the Discord server and maybe request 1 or 2 coins so I can add to the list if there are not some coins for VIPs I already have done. But yeah, you can also go here in the Discord server, ask your coins, and I'm gonna take some time to do a live stream next. Yeah, so I wish you a brilliant day. Take care of you, and as always, if you want to get more of us, you know where to go. You just have to go to moonchart.verify. You can get some nice stuff, for example, some alt updates, some daily updates every day. For example, here, so you have the YouTube version here, the current one, but otherwise you have a short version also available here, where you have all the summary clear in about 10 minutes. You can see here, just want to call this. You have a 10-minute plan here every day. You have a live stream, a short version. And yeah, you have every Sunday a live stream to update to plan the upcoming week, and you have the course here. You can just go and check this out. You have the course here on ExoChart Elliott Waves. So if you want to learn all this, such as, for example, how to plan this, for example, like this, or how to recognize that there's no short to take, you just have to go and check out the ExoChart course right here, and you can get all the information you need there. And you have an Elliott Wave course for apprentices and VIPs, and you have an Elliott Wave free course here to get very, very strong base with a beginner course also to check out. You have some resources for VIPs and apprentices you can download in my Elliott Wave PDF, my Audiflow PDF, my Elliott Wave cards, everything really, so you can go get a very, very good learning. Yeah, anyway, so and you have some live stream also by the way as apprentices and VIPs. Where by the way this are going to be the ants charting that I'm going to move next into the apprentice section. So yeah, there are no predictions because the predictions are only for VIP, so I'm going to move next one. The prediction is done for apprentice, so you can get the answer on how that was possible to do it, and how you can do it, and how you can learn your wave, and how you can apply your way on the chart really. But anyway, so yeah, that's all from me for today. If you want to get more of us, just go and check out the website, and yeah, I wish you a brilliant day. Sorry. Have a nice day, Matthew. Thank you mate. Have a nice one too. Take care everyone, and yeah, see you all in the next one. Have a nice day. Cheers.